Hello, welcome back to my channel. It's Gurens here. We have come to the final timeline of Zero Escape 9 hours, 9 persons, 9 doors. So, this is probably the last part. And let's get to it.
Wow! It's totally full of books!
There's so many. I don't know where to look.
All right, if we want to get through that door out there, we need the Neptune key. I say we split up and look for it.
Okay.
Very well. Sure thing.
Good. Let's get started then. We don't have a lot of time.
Alice slept in a small chamber past the forest of knowledge. As he began his search for reasons he didn't fully understand, Junpei felt those particular words flood through his mind. Big way out. Here we go again. Let's go. Hmm. Library. Let's see. I forgot how to play. Wait a minute. Oh. Mother Nature, Paleontology. Hmm. What did he say? Okay. We cannot go there. Oh no, we already got it. Okay, this here, this one. This has to be the puzzle, right? Hmm. Is the nope. None of these books doesn't belong to. Okay. Nope. No. Mechanization, super symmetric. No, 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 no. Yang tadi ini bukan. Oh, wait a minute. What is this node? Likes to the books. Okay, wait. Paleontology. Wait a minute. Wah, banyak ya bukunya. There's a lot of books here. Of course, it's a library. Wait, this one is the same as this one, so we got a book. What is this? Cowboys and Indians. What is this? What is this? Little K? What? Oh, car. So we have to find books like that. No? This one? No? Head. This one is head. Wait, we found one in the first bookshelf, aren't we? No, not that. No, nothing. Should I click all of this? Eh. Powerful light bulb. Okay. We did this one already, so this one. We did this one. We did this one, this one. One's already read. No, no, no. We still haven't found the hint. What we said first. No, no, I still have this. Of human's brain. Atlas. Human equilibrium theory. Human anatomy. Yep. Let's go down there. How? This one. Pythagorean theorem. Sorry, Pythagoras. What is this? That kind Owen. Lebanese. What? Gold crunch conjecture. Hmm. Oh, what is this? Tales of Old Japan. Oh, sci-fi. SNE at oh dash. And number 5 sticking out of it. Okay. Click. We already clicked that. Click that. No, 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 no. We still have to do. Hmm. Oh, we have to find 3 first. Alright, alright, alright. 6, 3, 2, 4, 1, and 5. 6, 3, 2, 4, 1, 5. 6, 3, 6, 3, 2, 4, 1, 5. Yay, okay, there's second light bulb. No, can I click this? No? No, 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 no. Okay. In here, no? Oh, alright, alright, alright. There are supposed to be 3, so where is the last one? Here. Wait. Nope. Oh. Open. Oh, open here, find bulb. Okay. Let's go. We found all of the light bulb. Let's go down there. Back to the strange. Drake 5.
Sheldrake 5?
I think I saw the rest of this collection somewhere.
Yeah, I think it was somewhere around here.
Let's go take a look.
Okay.
Sheldrake.
Have you heard of him? Sheldrake, I mean.
Yeah, Lotus told me about him.
There's a British biochemist named Sheldrake. He has a rather interesting theory. Morphogenetic fields, which relies on the theory of morphic resonance.
Really? From Lotus, huh?
Well, Clover also said something to me about that stuff.
She did?
Yeah, what was...
The ability to access a morphogenetic field is affected by the first is epiphany, and the other.
That girl.
You did?
Well,
Look, man, I didn't...
tell you what.
Don't give me that. About the experiment.
Ugh, very well, fine. But not here. Let's move to the top floor. I suppose I might as well start by telling you why I kept quiet. To be honest, the explanation is quite simple. Zero told me not to. He didn't walk up and tell me, of course. He gave me a message engraved on a card.
That's a Braille card. It looks just like the one you showed us earlier. So you had 2 cards.
No.
Huh? I thought that card just had some rules for the nonary game on it.
Yes, and those were the rules I read you. However, they were not the only thing on the card. There was something I didn't read. Well, perhaps I should say there was something I couldn't read.
And that was?
Tell no one of the events that took place 9 years ago. Tell, and I activate your sister's detonator. It's a threat on our lives.
Oh. Well, Well, what about Clover? Did she get a message from Zero too?
I don't believe she... But doesn't it strike you as strange that Zero would shut my mouth, but not hers?
Yeah.
To be on the safe side, however, I told her it was best. Still, apparently she told you.
What's wrong with her telling me? I figured some stuff out with the things she told me. I mean, it looks like the whole activate her detonator thing. She's prancing around downstairs happy as a clam now that...
That's very true. I've decided to tell you the truth. The chance that Santa is Zero is very high. I feel I can assume Santa doesn't have the time to observe us at the moment. And at any rate, even if he were, I very much doubt he would kill us.
Why?
Clover told me about the 4-leaf clover, about the words. If he knew about that, then he was in my group during the first experiment. He wouldn't kill us, no matter what the situation was.
Hey, Snake?
Yes, I know. You want to know what happened during the experiment.
Yes. Thank
How
you.
much do you know?
Clover told me about...
I see. The morphogenetic field in the experiments 9 years prior.
Building
And the
enough,
girl
huh?
that died during the experiment. She told you all that, did she? At any rate, I now know how much you've learned.
Is who did this and why?
Yes.
Can you tell me what happened?
Yes. The people who organized the initial experiment were from a company called Cradle Pharmaceuticals. There were 4 of them running the show. Gentaro Hongo, Nagisa Nijisaki, Teruaki Kubota, Kagechika Musashido. Hongo was the CEO of Cradle Pharmaceuticals.
This one, right?
Nijisaki was his right-hand man and did the lion's
We have-
share of the planning.
We haven't met this one.
Kubota led the company's research and development division.
But is time, I suppose?
Musashido was their majority stockholder. It was these 4 people. Let me simplify it for you. Kubota developed the technology required.
Huh, so it's Hongo, Nijisaki, Kubota, Musashido.
Of course, more than 4 people were required. To that end, they organized, all in all, they gathered 10 people or so. Those 10 completed their team, and they were able to begin the project. They named it the Nonary Project. The purpose of the experiment was to research the prospect of controlling a human mind through sheer will. The vessel, I suppose you could say, for this control was the morphogenetic field.
Huh.
Why did the glycerin suddenly begin to crystallize? Why did the crystal structure of EDT undergo a sudden change? Why did the rats improve their puzzle-solving skills with each generation? Experiments with humans produce the same results. The more people who knew the answer to a question, why is that? The answer is that the shape of the answer has been stored in a field invisible to the naked eye. And through that field, the resonant event transmits information related to that answer. That's essentially the idea behind morphogenetic fields.
But that's just a theory.
Can't bring yourself to believe it?
Yeah,
Let's say someone killed it. Whether the devil exists or not has no relevance. They believe the devil exists.
So what matters here is that Hongo believed in the morphogenetic field.
That's right.
But I still don't get it. You said they wanted to figure out how to control people. Right? That is what you were saying.
Yes.
So how are they going to do that with a morphogenetic field?
I'll keep it simple. Let's suppose 10,000 people have solved a certain problem. The chance of you knowing that answer, even if no one has told you, will... Let's have another example, shall we? Say 1 million people were to do a handstand right now. Tomorrow, the chances of you doing a handstand would be higher, even if you had heard nothing of this hypothetical mass handstanding. Mankind's thought process and actions are all part of a resonant event. All of the resonant events encoded in the fields are projected onto you. Of course, this assumes you believe in this theory. Do you follow so far?
Yeah.
Now, if there was a person who had the same effect as those millions of people, if that one person were to do a handstand, other people would find themselves wanting to do handstands as well. Can you imagine what a person with powers like that would be able to do?
Come on, there's no way.
I'm not done. Imagine another scenario. This is an ordinary person. Let's say he does a handstand. What if there was someone who could grab the resonant event he created by doing that and use it to make other people do handstands? What would happen then? A person who has the power to write to the field, and someone who can read from the same. You could think of them as the writer and the reader. Or what would the world be like if there were people with abilities like these?
So the transmitter's resonant event can be transmitted through the field and sent to the receiver. And then the transmitter can control the receiver. That's what you're saying.
Yes. Close enough, at least.
Come on, that's just crazy.
Well, if you want to prove that, then you'll have to test it first. At least, that was how they thought. That was why they decided to do their experiment. That was how the Nonary project began. By the way, Junpei, have you ever heard of the Gansfeld experiment?
Yeah, that was an experiment in telepathy, right? You place a pair of subjects in separate rooms. Then you show one a picture and ask the other what they see.
Interesting. I'm impressed.
So, why did you bring up the Gansfeld experiment?
It was used to screen subjects. The hospital in a remote town was affiliated with Cradle Pharmaceuticals. Hongo used it to conduct experiments on visiting children in secret. Some of them, he found, had potential. He began to gather children that showed promise. Children that seemed as though they might be able to access the field. Of course, none of them volunteered. They were kidnapped. There were 9 pairs of siblings taken, for 18 children total. For reasons that were not fully understood at the time, each pair had 1 transmitter and 1 receiver. They were split perfectly. As such, the 18 children were split into 2 groups of 9. The children who were put into Group Q were the ones who excelled at transmitting. They were transferred to the mock experiment building known as Building Q in the Nevada desert. The children who excelled at receiving were put in Group A. Group A was then placed on the former hospital ship Gigantic. From the experiments he had conducted so far, Hongo had learned the following. There are 2 things that can increase one's resonance with the fields. The first is epiphany. Have you ever been faced with an especially difficult problem and thought about it very long and very hard until finally an answer suddenly appeared in your mind? It may seem obvious to say so, but that is what is meant by epiphany. The information obtained through that epiphany can be easily transmitted through the fields, where it can be easily interpreted. Adding danger to that equation allows for even easier field access. That's where Hongo came in. They set up a number of puzzles across the Gigantic. The participants had to solve each one before they could move to the next room. Of course, he hadn't forgotten to include danger. He had detonated a bomb on the hull of the Gigantic. The children in Group A were forced to play the nonary game as the ship sunk. By forcing the children into a life-or-death situation, Hongo hoped to increase the likelihood of their tapping into the fields. The children from Group Q, on the other hand, were confined to the mock experiment building, Building Q. Building Q duplicated the interior and puzzles of the Gigantic exactly. Every detail was exact. Hongo explained the situation to the children in Group Q. Solve the puzzles you find throughout the rooms. When you have the answers, transmit that information to the children in Group A. If you succeed, they will be able to solve the puzzles and escape. But if you fail, then the Gigantic will sink, and those were his orders. Do you know why the astronauts of Apollo 13 were able to return to Earth safely? It was because NASA had access to a replica of the Apollo 13 capsule. All of the equipment, the instruments, everything. All of it identical. Everything was just like the real Apollo 13. NASA was able to replicate the situation the astronauts found themselves. By putting themselves in the same situation, they attempted to solve the problems the astronauts were dealing with. Once they found solutions, they reported their findings to the men aboard the actual capsule. That was how they were able to return safely. It was the same with the Gigantic in Building Q. The children from Group Q had to use the power of epiphany to solve the puzzles they found and transmit what they learned through the field. The children in Group A, however, they had to access the fields to learn how they might advance to the next state. That is the simplest explanation I can manage.
Huh.
Hey, Junpei, Snake! How much longer are you two gonna sit around on those bony asses? Get down here already!
He's right. Let's go, shall we? We don't have much time. We need to get out of here, and soon.
Hold it. There's one more thing I want to ask you. Are you sure that there were 18 kids?
Why?
Well, I thought it was only 16.
Oh, yes. That was what they said on the news, wasn't it? Yes, I have no doubt that 18 children were abducted. After all, you couldn't exactly play a nonary game with any less, could you?
Well, yeah, but are you saying that the news got it wrong?
Yes, I am. There were two. However, they had no relatives that I'm aware of. I imagine no one filed a police report when they went missing. They were brother and sister, like Clover and I. The brother's name was Aoi. The sister's name was... Her name was Akane.
What?
That was the girl who died.
Wait, but Akane live.
Akane Kurashiki died 9 years ago?
And who is she, man?
Then, who is June? No. It can't be true. Akane isn't that uncommon of a name. If Snake had known her last name, that's a different matter. So they share a name. A lot of other... It was someone else.
Is something wrong, Junpei?
No, it's nothing. Let's get back down there.
I couldn't do it. Why didn't I ask? What's her last name? I just couldn't get the words to come out.
Okay, so... What? Oh, yeah, I remember. Sheldrake 5. Ah. Okay. Now what? Okay. As usual, before it crash again, like last time. Okay, 13, 14, X 13. I know X is A, so maybe C. D. This one is D. E. D. That. This. No. What is enter? You found it. Let's go.
All right, this is the next.
Ugh, the door.
Did that just close on its own?
Don't tell me we can't go back.
I don't know. Let's see. Damn it. It looks like it locks automatically.
Is there any other way out?
Well, there's another door over on the right. There's a card reader next to it. It's got a red light on it, though, so I'm pretty sure it's locked, too.
But there is a card reader, right?
Yeah.
Then perhaps if we find a key...
Well, yeah, that might...
Hey! Are you saying we're gonna have to search through this room for one little card?
Oh, man.
Oh man, yeah.
Looks...
No way!
For real?
Well, we can sit down and wait to die. I rather doubt that, however. So it would be we haven't much time. Let's find... Oh, and the Neptune key as well. We won't be able to get through the hallway without it. All right then, let's begin.
Steak layout again. Okay, let's see what's in here. Nothing useful. What is this? Oh. How do you see the item again? Menu? File? This one? Okay, from where? From this? Oh, I see. From this one. South, west, southeast, northeast, east, north, east. Southwest, okay. I think I got it, let's go. No, I don't want. Alright. What is this? No dice. Can I get the hint first? Okay, so it's this one is L, one F5. F is what is that? 15 and 1 5. 1 5 6 21. Wait. D is 13, so Pa, 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 ra, pa, 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 ra, pa. Wait, let's reset. I want to do this. What is that hint again, man? Al is 21. This one, oh, this one is 21. So B and C. B and C. 11, 12. Okay, I'll come back again. Let's see for the solution on the map first. Okay, let's see the hint again. Southwest, southeast, northeast, east, northeast. Okay, let's go south first. South, then west, then southeast, right? After southeast, we go to northeast. After northeast, we go east, north, then east again. We go east, north, then east again. This one, we get the emblem, Hallam emblem. Okay. What is this? What? Hmm? I don't know the word, man. No, I don't know what to. Oh my god, I misclick again. You don't have the hint. Alice lives in a small chamber past the force of knowledge beneath the Okay, so that's it for this one. This one. What is this? New material has been added for the screen. And go through them. What should we do? What is in here? This is the cabin. Okay. What is this? Tower is locked. What? Okay. Is this the hint? Let's see. Nautical study. Okay. This is the hint for Morse code. First draft on it was fine. Since it's first no. Find the sum of the number line horizontally and vertically. Do not calculate the areas that are colored in. Huh? Base plus A. Okay. Okay, so this is the final piece. Base plus A. Okay, what is this? I forgot. All cells. Okay, so this one. This one. Base plus A. I don't know when. Let's try the easier one, shall we? I think this one is easier. Okay. What do we want? It's only 3, so all maybe. L. You know L is right. Oh. Wait, what? It's only 3. 1. So the last one is only 1, so E or E. Sorry, the E. So E. Ice from L ice. Let's find out. E. Oh, answer was ice. We found this one. What is this? So what are the puzzle again? This one, this one. Can we open this one? No. Oh, all eyes. So we have to do this one then. And if it's base plus A, what? Hmm, this three should lead. This one is should lead, right? From the hint. This we have to turn off this three. Maybe. Okay, so let's try. We need here. Okay, after that. Hmm. Oh, okay, that was fast. I don't. Wait, what? I thought. I thought it's supposed to be like what's in the file, but no. Forgot to take this cross emblem. Okay. Something open. This one is open. Nothing in it. Nothing on the tower. Steering wheel symbol, cross symbol. Oh, steering wheel, cross, word circle. Steering wheel first. Okay. Move to that area. However, you cannot move the red balls. You can only move 3 to 5 balls in a single area. Okay, we need to get this 6. Hmm. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. It's 6. Should be 12. 12? No. 12 or 21. Can we get 21 with this? Oh, no. I mean... Oh, we have to use all the numbers. Okay, I understand. Oh, this should be a 15. 6. Wait, what? Did I just mess up? It should be 21, right? Because we have to use... Just want to take 15 and just make it 6. Like this? No? 1, 2, 7, 15, 18, and 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, next one is steering wheel. Wait a minute. I need to save. What is it again? Oh, cross emblem. 1 and 7. Okay, so let's 7. 7 is 25. So 15. We have to make it 10. 1. Can we make it 10? Also no. So we need this to be like this. Oh, this one then. Alright. Code emblem. Oh no. 7 and 17, no? So, what makes 17? 16. I mean 16. I'm sorry. Oh, this one. Wait. It's not 16. 7. This one is not 16. This one. 9, 16. Oh, Alright, let's go. One left. Where's the last one? Where's the last one? Okay, the last place that can be open, but that can be open but cannot be open. It's only the cabin. So oh, that's the Neptune key. This is the last metal plate. Let's go to the puzzle decks. What? 8, 9, 8, 2, 4, 5. Cannot use 6. 5, 8 is 7. 17. 17. 18. But 4, 5. 4, 5. What the? What the heck?
A picture?
There's a picture. Photo.
What the?
That's
What the hell is this?
Four man.
This man with a mustache on the right. He's the same guy we found murdered in
Oh,
the
yeah.
captain's quarters.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
had the zero bracelet on his left arm. And the second man, with the glasses and a doctor's coat.
It's 9.
He's the 9th man. The one with bracelet number 9. He died after he went into door 5. But this guy, the one in the striped suit.
Ace.
Oh man, that's Ace.
Yeah, I guess it is.
No doubt about it.
But what does it mean? Not only Ace, the 9th man and Cap too. And they look happy, like they knew each other well. Why? How in the world are these 4 men connected?
You say Ace is in that picture?
Yeah, it does. Ace, the 9th man, and Cap all look about 10 years younger.
Ah, so the 9th man and the man you found murdered in the captain's quarters are also in the picture?
Yeah.
Is there anyone else? Or are there only 3 people in the picture? I'm afraid I can't see it.
No, there's... He's got kinda long hair, he looks smart, but a little cold. He's the only one I don't recognize.
What's the date of the photograph?
It doesn't have one.
Did you look on the back?
Back?
Yes, the reverse. The other side.
Huh. Praying for the success of the Nonary project. With Nijisaki, Kubota, and Musashido. Huh. Then the 4 men in this picture were the organizers of the Nonary game 9 years ago. That means Ace, the 9th man, and Cap were all responsible for making... But... I feel like I should be more shocked about this. It's almost as if that's just how things were always supposed to be. Why? Why am I not surprised? Ace was the one in charge of the Nonary project. But why? Why am I so calm? It's like I already knew.
Ah, of course. Ace was the CEO of Cradle Pharmaceutical. He was the one who invented the game 9 years ago. He was Gentaro Hongo.
Ace is... Hongo?
I had my suspicions from the beginning. Their voices were similar. I could never forget his voice. I couldn't be sure, though. After all, I had no way to check. I certainly couldn't ask him. Even if I had known, however, I would never have told you. Zero made it quite clear what would have happened if I did.
Oh my gosh, I had no idea.
Huh?
I didn't know that Ace was Hongo.
Oh, yes. I suppose you wouldn't have. 9 years ago, you were in Building Q in Nevada, but Hongo was in the Gigantic with us.
I know. That's why I didn't know what Hongo looked like. But why? Why didn't you? I mean, I'm your sister, right? You could have told me.
I'm sorry. I apologize for keeping this from you. But if I'd told you, Clover, you would have told everyone else. And if you did, then I would have been forced to tell them about what happened 9 years ago. I had to prevent that.
Hey, Junpei. You think I could borrow that picture for a sec?
Sure.
Hongo Kubota. Hongo Kubota. Nijisaki. Hongo Kubota. Nijisaki Musashido.
Hey, Seven, do you...
Shut it! Just be quiet. I'm this close to remembering. This
Ish.
close.
Okay.
Hongo Kubota Nijisaki Musashido. Cradle Pharmaceuticals. Nonary project. Shit.
What?
What's wrong?
Holy shit, this is nuts.
What's nuts?
I remember
Remember what?
everything.
Everything?
Yeah, I remember all of it. My memory's back. I remember what happened before I got snatched.
What?
It's... Oh, yeah. His...
Let me tell you what happened. Like Snake said, Ace is Hongo from the right. The other 3 are Musashido, Nijisaki, and Kubota. Musashido was the man with the cash. Nijisaki was Hongo's right-hand man. And
How do you know all this?
come on, man, I told you, I finally got my memory back.
No, that's not what I mean. I'm trying to ask you why you knew all this stuff in the first...
You really want to know?
Of course.
Me too.
This is gonna take a while. Hell,
Well, we don't have 3.
Just give us the short version.
short version, huh? All right, fine. I'll give it a shot. I'm a detective. It's a little awkward to say this about myself, but you could probably consider me a lone wolf. I hold to my own code, because I think doing what's right is more important than doing what you're told. That's why I followed my gut that night. The slim... It was 9 years ago. The wharf had been cold as fuck. I was investigating a mess of kidnappings. It all had one thing in common. A hospital under the management of Cradle. My investigation had turned up evidence that Cradle had been involved in the kidnapping. After a little sweet talking, I managed to finally get a real lead. My source told me this.
Tonight, a ship is set to take the children to a large passenger liner docked offshore.
So I headed to in the shadows. I searched the harbor until I found it. There was a bunch of movement there. Men in black suits, many of them. Bags. No doubt about it. I moved before I came out of hiding with my gun.
Don't move.
I felt metal.
Drop the gun. I could kill you right now. Just tie an anchor to your feet.
He kept digging the cold metal thing into my skull. There was nothing I could do. Then suddenly, there was a sharp pain in my neck. A needle.
A drug?
That was my last thought. My face hit cold concrete. I woke up on a hard floor. Damn it. I did a quick once-over of the room. Where am I? A small shed. A toilet with no privacy.
You
I'd
already
seen
know
it countless
this.
times as a cop. I'm in a cell, huh? Facing the toilet was a door set into the wall. I was still pretty woozy, but I made my way over to it. I pushed and pulled on it. It won't. Not like I expected much else. Would be dumb enough to put me in a cell and leave it unlocked. Threw myself against the door a few times, but it wouldn't budge. I knew it. I gave up and made my way back to the bed and sat. Huh. I sat there for a very, very long time. Then, I heard a faint voice. The voice was far away, but I could hear one. It was pretty high. Probably. Huh? No. I hear fire. Where? I pressed my ear to the wall. No, that's not it. Left. It's coming from under the bed? I hauled on the metal frame and flipped. And there it was. The bed had hidden in air. I dropped flat on the... But I knew it in my gut. Hold up. But then what my inside man told me...
Tonight, a ship is set to take the children to...
Whoa, whoa, whoa. It didn't matter. I checked out the metal... I stuck my fingers in... And then... I finally got the damn thing off. Sweat was dripping down my face. The first bit or so was tight. I had a wriggle on my belly. Wind up eventually, and there was space for me to crawl along on my hands. I went from crawling like a worm in dirt to skittering like a bug. And when I'd been in the thing long enough to start wondering... A massive sound nearly scared the piss out of me. Then, there was a...
What? Incinerator?
What? I wasn't sure what it meant, but anything with incinerator is bad news. Then, almost as if that was a cue. A bunch... Damn it! I scrambled through the duct and made a giant vacuum, but I soon found a metal door on the left side of the duct. The kids were screaming on the other side. I found it. I yanked the handle and threw the door open. What the... I couldn't believe what I... The room had a dome up top. There had to be up in the ceiling was an upside-down funnel, almost like a... I looked down. There they were. The kids I'd been searching for.
Wait, Akane, brown-haired girl, Santa the white-haired one, and this gray hair is...
They all
Nick?
gawked up at me, suddenly silent. For them scared of the room or me, I couldn't tell. Probably
And
both, actually.
that girl part near the
Not
door
like
is...
I can blame them running into a mug like this when they're already scared shitless. I snorted
Lotus.
at my own digging. Don't worry, kids, I'm not your enemy. I'm one of the... All of them stood there. Well, except he was a boy, slightly older than...
Who the hell are you?
He stepped forward and glared. I'm a detective. It looked like they relaxed some the second I got the word.
How are you gonna help?
Where's the exit?
There isn't one. The doors we came in through won't open, and the door over there...
He kind of cut himself off. I think he was considering something.
Anyway, there's no point. We can't all get out of here. If we...
Burned to death.
Can't you hear it? That voice said the incinerator's gonna start up soon. So...
The voice spoke again.
Incineration will begin in 15 minutes.
They only had 15 minutes. I looked back down at the... Looks like a good 20 or 30 feet. No way I could pull them up. What the hell was I gonna do? Then I got an idea. Wait right there. I'm gonna be right...
What? Are you just gonna leave us here?
They just got frightened. I'm not the best at that kind of thing, but... Don't worry, all right? I'll be back, I promise. I didn't wait to hear them respond. I had to hurry. Well, as fast as a guy could on his hands and knees. Didn't take me long to get back to my... Still no way out of there, but I had a plan. When I got it, I dove back into the hole and took... Then... Sorry to keep you waiting. I tipped out the doorway and dropped down the rope I brought. Back in the cell, I'd torn the bed sheets into strips. All right, just tie that around yourself, okay?
Right!
Something. There were more of you before. Where'd the rest of you go? The boy in the uniform answered.
I let them go on ahead. We opened the number 9 door and they left.
What?
That's what I said!
Then what the hell are you doing here?
We couldn't go with them!
Why not?
Look, the only people who can go through the numbered door...
He was in the middle of
Incineration will begin in 5 minutes.
The wall shook a bit from the...
Look, that can wait, all right?
Right! I grabbed onto the roof. The first one I pulled up was a girl with a ponytail. A boy in a jacket came after. The boy in the uniform was the last up. Like the other kid, he climbed up the rope himself. He looked pretty scrawny, but I guess he was strong. He moved fast, but when he was almost to me, we heard some knocking. It had a thick, square window. On the other side, an angry face was staring in.
God damn it! What's going on here? Why is the room empty? Where the hell are those fucking kids?
What the fuck? Oops, sorry.
The door opened, and a man stepped in looking half mad with fury. I recognized his face. I saw the man's name was Gintaru Hongo. This Hongo saw the boy and it was like he was an animal. He lunged for the rope. Hurry!
I know!
The boy in the uniform.
You son of a...
15. 10. The second I hauled him up and tossed him into the duct behind me.
No!
Hongo had lost it, his face. I quickly reeled in the rope, leaving a furious Hongo.
You fucking bastard! You won't get away with this! How dare you compromise this experiment!
Experiment? What experiment?
Incineration will begin in 1 minute.
Hey, old man!
The boy in the uniform was trying to get my... I may have thrown a salute in the raging asshole's face before I closed the door. No point to going back to the cell, so we went down the other direction. And after about 30 feet, we came across another duct on the left. This one was heading down. Everybody nodded and took... The duct emptied us out into a narrow hall. There was a door on either side. The one on the left was a normal double door. But the one on the right was familiar. It had black and yellow stripes. And a device next to it on the wall. A plate on it read, "Incinerator?"
Yeah, that's where we were.
It was the girl with the red tie who answered me. We were inside an incinerator?
Yeah, Hongo might still be there. It looks like it's...
Wait, what?
Yeah.
That meant we gotta get out of here. Go to the other door, hurry! The kid started running, and I... On the other side of the door was a large spiral staircase. Run! Didn't need to tell them twice. Up, feet pounding, went around. The stairway kept going. We passed a couple of landings when the boy in the uniform suddenly spoke.
Something's up. Akane's not catching up to us.
Akane?
My kid sister. The girl...
Akane? I didn't remember seeing that name on the list of...
Hey!
He kept his hands around his mouth and...
Maybe we outran her.
The boy in the uniform skidded to a stop. I stopped too. When did we do that?
Well, we passed a couple big rooms on the way here. Maybe...
No, that's impossible.
Sorry, Grandpa. You keep going. I gotta go look for her downstairs.
He turned to go.
Hey, kid, wait!
I don't think the kid even... Fuck! I spun around to the boy in the jacket and the girl with the ponytail. I'm going after him. You two keep... The girl nodded and ran up the stairs.
I'm going with you.
I didn't have time to argue. I just nodded and took off down the stairs. We ran all the way to the bottom floor.
God damn it!
I could tell the kid was frustrated, and then suddenly...
Help me!
We heard a girl's voice.
Akane!
The boy in the uniform threw open the door, and we rushed in after it. I couldn't for the life of me believe it. That bastard Hongo had Akane by the arm and was forcing her into the incinerator.
Come on, goddammit, move!
No, I don't want to!
She planted. My brother roared with anger.
Help!
Ah! You're too late, idiot!
Hongo lifted Akane bodily into the air and threw her. Before we could even blink, Hongo had leapt through the door after her. We saw him land inside. And then, the door. We ran to the door. We did everything we could think of, but... He started slamming his fists against the door. He was close to shattering his knuckles with how hard he pounded on it.
Akane! Akane! Are you okay?
You came back!
Her voice was muffled, but all...
What should I do?
Where's Hongo?
He went out the other door!
What?
Warning, warning. Emergency automatic. Please evacuate. Repeat. Emergency incineration command has been acknowledged.
Are you fucking kidding me? It's the same damn thing!
Are you there?
Yeah, we're here.
His words would have seemed like a sick joke to her if she'd been able to see how white and bloodless his face was.
Incineration Extraction will begin in 17 minutes.
It's gonna be alright!
It was torture listening to her sobbing on the other side of it. Her brother was nearly crying himself.
Dude. Yo.
What happened then?
Come on, man. Put yourself in my shoes.
Then...
Yeah, shit. If I knew...
Hey,
Huh?
look, I don't wanna... There's something... So if you could just tell me, did that girl, Akane...
Yeah, I'm sure there wasn't anything we could do. And we heard something. The fire stopped, but we still didn't move. Me and the jacket kid were frozen. The boy in the uniform collapsed as if... A few minutes passed. The door opened. The boy in the uniform tripped. We followed. The air in the incinerator was hot. Every breath made my lungs... It was like standing on hot asphalt. And in the middle of... The kid... Finally, he reached it.
Is that something scary, right?
He fell to his knees, and then...
Can I ask you one more thing?
Okay, let's check it first. I'm afraid, man. I'm afraid it will crash again.
What's
I'm
that?
afraid.
The girl.
What does it matter to you?
Just tell me.
Kurashiki. Her name was Akane Kurashiki.
Dude, there's no way.
You were there that day, weren't you? The tall kid in the jacket. That was you, wasn't it?
Huh? This is Snake?
Yes, it was. You are
Oh,
correct,
it's Snake.
Detective.
Yeah.
Don't misunderstand me.
I thought he meant Junpei.
I told you before how Zero threatened me. I couldn't say anything about what happened 9 years.
So you're saying you're not working...
Of course not.
Clover.
Hey, come on! I told you before, you idiot! I did hear that a detective rescued the kids on the boat, but I didn't know it was you.
All right, let me ask you another. Santa's real name is Aoi Kurashiki. He's Akane's brother. You know that?
No!
Well, yes. But I didn't know he was Santa. At least 9 years ago, he was in the middle of puberty. His voice is entirely different now. I'm ashamed to say that even my exceptional hearing, as such, I had no reason to think Santa was Aoi.
When did you figure it out?
Clover told me that Santa might have been one of the subjects. It was only a short while ago. When she told me that,
Santa is Aoi? Akane Kurashiki, June's brother?
There's still a lot, I mean, like a lot. There is one...
What's that?
The body we found in the It had to be Nijisaki, dressed up to look like Snake.
What?
Come on, man, what kind of detective are you? You didn't figure that out already?
Hey, go easy on me, man. I just got...
Well, if he is, the 3 murders make sense then, don't... Yeah, that's right. Murder. Kubota blew himself up, but that was murder too. So why did these murders take place?
if Junpei is correct, and the body in the shower room was Nijisaki's, that means all of the people who were murdered were involved with the creation of the Nonari project. Kubota, the person who conducted the act. Nijisaki, Hongo's assistant. Musashido, the man...
You mean this was all... Santa is Zero. That's why he killed them.
No, I don't think Santa actually murdered anyone. If I'm right, then it's not hard to figure out who the next victim's gonna be, is it? I'm pretty sure I don't have to tell you.
Yes.
Yep.
Right.
The next target will be Gentaro Hongo.
The person who planned the...
In other words, Ace.
What?
What the hell's going on here?
It must be 6 a.m.
Shit!
Come on, we need to get out of here.
How?
I'm betting this sucker opens the exit. Come on, let's go.
Wait, what file? What file? Okay. Where's the door? This one?
Huh. I think the shaking stopped.
It would seem so.
You're right.
This exit needs the Uranus card, too. Hey, June...
Yeah, I know. All right, it's open. Let's go. Okay, Neptune Key, let's see if you work. Yes! It says... So this is the...
This is the first time I've seen...
Then there ought to be a lever near the door.
Yeah, right here.
Pull that and the door should...
Got it. Let's go. What the hell is going on? What's wrong?
Jumpy,
Of course I did.
I'm so glad you're here.
Hey, what happened?
I'm fine. I just fainted. I'm feeling...
Are you sure?
Yes. I just need to rest a little longer. You shouldn't worry about me.
Santa.
Hey, where is it? Where's the gun?
I don't have it. I got sucker punched and they took the gun.
What?
They?
Who took...
What? Isn't that obvious?
I took the gun.
Hey.
Just what the hell do you think you're doing, Ace? Or maybe I ought to say,
You have me at a disadvantage. You know me, but I don't... Do you have any idea how much I've suffered?
The pain of prosopagnosia.
Another... And how do you know that?
Good question.
No matter. If you don't want to... This is a waste of time. First, give me your hand. 8. And with this... 9.
The ninth man.
I believe I've won this game. I've had quite a time playing with you. I must thank Zero.
Wait, what? Ace doesn't know who Zero is. What the hell are you planning, Santa?
At any rate, this I will escape. And I suggest you enjoy. Goodbye. Wait! What? Why isn't... What?
No,
Now
Lotus. Lotus, no.
No! What is this? That digital route should be 9! It has to be 9!
Well, the bracelet. They said that the bracelet
Then
kind of
why?
has
Why isn't it opening?
number 9. So number 9, man, should be 6, right?
Now! No! Ugh.
Oh,
Don't mention it. Just one punch ain't enough for this piece of shit. After what he did 9 years ago, if a suspect can't talk, they ain't. Once he's locked up in a cell.
9.
Yeah, you finally figured it out, dumbass.
Ace. You killed Kubota.
Wait.
Oh, right. You don't know yet. All right. We'll just go through them in order then. Let's start off with Kubota. You talked to Kubota and managed to convince him to go into door 5 alone. You killed him without making it look like you killed him. The way I figure it, you had 4 motives. 1. In the nonary game, the number 9 is dangerous. Whoever had the 9 bracelet could join whatever team they wanted. Adding 9 to any number doesn't change the digital route, which means that number 9 could do whatever they wanted. You wanted to remove that threat as soon as possible. 2. You wanted the number 9 bracelet for yourself so that you could make use of its power. In fact, you did use it in the murder of Niji Saki. 3. Even if his number hadn't been 9, Kubota was a problem. He knew your past. He knew what had happened 9 years before. You needed to silence him before he told anyone. 4. But last, and perhaps the most disturbing, you convinced him to break the rules so you could see what would happen. That was why you killed Kubota. But he was only the first. Next was Nijisaki. While everyone was off looking for the missing parts for the Reds, you ran into Nijisaki near the big hospital room. However, because of your prosopagnosia, you didn't realize he was Nijisaki, chiefly because, when you met him, he was dressed like Snake. That was why you thought Nijisaki...
No, that's not... That was Nijisaki? Why?
I'll get to that. Anyway, you thought he was Snake. Snake was one of the kids in your experiment 9 years ago. You remembered him because he was the blind kid. but his presence made you think. Snake was one of my subjects 9 years ago. He probably hates me. But if that's true, why isn't he saying anything? Is he keeping quiet? Or perhaps he's working with Zero to get revenge on me. Whatever the reason, anyone who knows my past is a threat. Before he tries anything, I need to get rid of him. That was when you decided you had to kill him. The murder weapon was Kubota's bracelet. You just waved it over the red. Verified your own number and then grabbed Nijisaki's arm and forced it over the scanner panel. Then, when the door opened, you kicked him in. 9 seconds later, the door closed. And then 81 seconds passed, and poor Nijisaki was dead.
And you mean to say...
Sorry to disappoint you. Thank you for killing the wrong man. Although, to be honest, even if you hadn't tried to kill me, I would still hate you very much.
Well, I wouldn't blame you.
Last but not least, let's talk about Musashido's death. When Clover and I were investigating the chart room, you came over to talk to me. Do you remember what you said?
Oh, a pocket watch. Might I take a look at it?
I handed it to you, and you had been in charge of the Nonary project. Of course you would have known the solution to every puzzle, which would mean that you also knew how to get out of the wheelhouse. All you had to do was place the watch in the indentation on the door to unlock it. With the door open, you could enter the captain's quarters. Musashido was conveniently placed next to him was an axe that practically begged you to kill him with it. You picked up that axe and buried the blade deep in the other man's chest. One blow was all it took, and then you returned to the chart room as if nothing had happened.
There was something I wanted to speak with you about, Junpei. Could you come with me for a moment?
I had no reason to say no, so I followed you to the wheelhouse. When we stepped inside, remember how you slipped your hand into my vest? You pulled out a piece of paper, the one I used to cheat during the vote, but that wasn't really what you were after. Your true purpose had been to slip the watch into my pocket. It wasn't a... You must have been desperate, but what made you willing to risk it all to do? Ace, Musashido's murder is the only one I don't understand. You obviously did it, but why?
Because of this.
What's with the paper?
Just read it.
Let's see. Number 1, there are 2 ways you might survive this ordeal. The first is to win the note. The second is for you to confess your sins of 9 years past. I have prepared a camera in the captain's quarters. The images captured by that camera will be streamed through a satellite and distributed across the world. Simply look into the camera and repent. Once you have confessed everything, I will release you from this ship. To make your confession more credible, I have left you a witness in the captain's quarters. Perhaps he will confess with you. The decision is yours, Zero.
When I awoke in that room on D-Deck, I found that in my pocket. That was why I chose door 1 when we voted. If I went through that door, I knew I could get to the captain's quarters. As you said, I knew how to enter the wheelhouse. My plan was to find the pocket watch before anyone else. If I could, at least, that was... Unfortunately for me, that sleight of hand was the best I could manage on short notice.
You meant to kill him from the beginning then? Musashido, I mean.
I only knew Musashido was the witness after I asked him. He seemed groggy. Perhaps he had only just awoken from sedation. I suppose Nijisaki was in much the same state. But yes, you are correct. I proceeded to the captain's quarters in order to remove this so-called witness.
Ace, you figured it out. You were being manipulated.
Yes. I was little more than a puppet. Everywhere I went, everything was already prepared. The Reds in the large hospital room were dismantled. Nijisaki was dressed like Snake. There was an axe in the captain's quarters. Musashido was delirious from the anesthetic. Nijisaki as well. In retrospect, I can't, but yes. Yes, it was Zero's trap. And I fell for it, hook, line, and sinker.
Yeah. By manipulating you, Zero was able to kill 3 people and keep the blood off his own hands. All of this was revenge for what happened 9 years ago. That's why this Nonary game happened. Am I right, Santa?
Huh? What the hell are you talking about? I don't know any...
Ain't no point trying to play dumb anymore, Santa. Actually, I guess I should call you Aoi Kurashiki, huh? My memory came back to me, kid. You're Aoi Kurashiki, no doubt about it. Never thought I'd be back in this room talking to you. But hey, I guess this was all part of your plan, right? After all, the person who planned the nonary game this time around was Zero. And Zero's you.
Looks like you really do have your memories back, huh? Well, I guess there's no point in hiding it then, huh? Yeah, you got me. I'm Aoi Kurashiki. I was one of the kids in the nonary game 9 years ago. I made it out. So did Snake over there. But there's one thing... No, I guess number one... I ain't Zero.
What?
Wait, what?
If Zero is
Sure,
not Santa,
I
then
was helping Zero out.
the
But I'm
Akane?
really more of an assistant. But an assistant's only an assistant. I didn't come up with all this. All I did was follow Zero's orders.
Then, if you're not Zero, who is?
Calm down there, Junpei. Didn't I? You made one more mistake, Junpei. You just said all of this was revenge for what happened 9 years ago. That's why this nonary game happened. But that's not it. Revenge isn't the only purpose. There's another reason you guys were playing the nonary game. To save someone. Right. You were brought here to help my sister save Akane.
What the hell are you talking about? Akane Kurashiki died 9 years ago in this... What? What the hell? Where is she? Ugh! Oh,
Seven! What the hell is going on?
I don't know. I just... Oh! I swear to God, my head feels like it's about to explode!
What was the nonary project?
What was the nonary project you say?
I'm sure you know already, but I'll tell you one more time. It was a project designed to test a particular phenomenon. And what was that phenomenon? For two organisms to communicate with one another in the absence of physical contact. The morphogenetic field theory. Could human beings use these invisible fields? That was what this experiment was conducted to determine. There were two separate locations. One was the Gigantic, and the other was the 9 children trapped in Building Q were faced with numerous puzzles, copies of identical ones on the Gigantic. They were told to send their answers into the morphic field set and transmit them to their brothers and sisters on the Gigantic. The transmitters were put in Building Q, and the receivers were put on the Gigantic. Each sibling pair was supposed to be split up, but there was a mistake. Akane was a transmitter. She should have been in Building Q. However, for some reason, she was placed on the Gigantic with the receivers, like me. Perhaps she was mistaken for someone who was supposed to be in Group A. Whatever the case, Akane ended up on the Gigantic. I think I've told you enough. You get it, don't you? I'm pretty sure you know where this is going, Junpei.
Where what is going?
Don't play dumb. You know things you shouldn't. How did you know Ace had prosopagnosia? How did you know why Ace wanted to kill Kubo? Were you surprised when you found out Ace? And what about the coffin Snake was trapped? How the hell did you open it?
Well, that's...
I knew because I knew. Junpei was receiving information that I sent to him through the morphic nodes field chat. But said, it's simple, really. How do I know the alternate futures then? Imagine a river that splits into like an upside down Y. The river flows from top to the bottom from a single stream into 2 branches. It only flows in one direction, it can never flow backward. Information is the same way. It moves from the past to the future but never flows backward. That's why people at the river source in the past will never know but those downstream in the future. But the people downstream will never know about one another either. Information only flows along the path of the river, but I am different. I can manipulate the morphic field set to block knowledge from the future. I know what happens on either fork of the river, even though the people on either fork know nothing about one another. Now, who am I? I am I, the ninth letter of the alphabet. But I am also zero. No, that's not true. I'm not really zero, not yet. Perhaps you could say I am less than zero. Zero is my future. In 9 years, I will be zero. Where'd she go? June, no, Akane. Where did you go? Voice Clover. Oh shit.
Freeze. Get up.
Hey, what's your plan, Santa?
Didn't I tell you? I'm Santa Claus. It's time for me to go make a wish come true.
Wait. Itu cuma 2 orang.
Damn. Well, it looks like this door isn't opening anytime soon.
Oh, you mean we're trapped?
So it would seem.
What the hell is Santa trying to do?
I don't know, man.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh, what?
Have you considered where we are? There can really only be one thing Santa would do now.
Let me check the flow. It's still long.
No.
Junpei, can I borrow your pen and notebook?
What the hell are you doing, Clover?
What?
And there's no other way?
It's okay.
Lotus.
Come on, you know we can't do that.
Oh, don't give me that. I'm sure you'd love to get rid of me.
God damn it, you idiot! Without... if you're not... Look, it'd be bad, all right?
Bad?
If there weren't assholes like you around, I'd be out of a job.
Uh-huh.
Look, I'm just not leaving you behind, all right?
7.
He's right. I'm not leaving you
Me too.
You didn't honestly think I'd abandon you, did you?
You're all idiots.
That being said, however, I doubt we would be able to open the door.
Huh?
I trust you remember what happened to Ace. I couldn't, see exactly what happened. I was able to guess what he was attempting to do earlier, at the Red.
Oh, yeah.
No! That digital route should be... Then why? What?
Just to see.
Give it a shot.
Yes, that...
You were right.
It ain't opening.
But it did open 9 years ago.
You think maybe they changed the settings?
Perhaps.
Watching. I had watched everything that was reflected in his eyes. I was listening. Every sound that vibrated in his eardrums I heard. Smell, taste, touch. I felt everything he felt. I knew. I knew everything about him. What he was thinking, what he was feeling, what he was sensing. All of his feelings and worries and fears became mine. My mind, my consciousness was inside of him. Through the morphic field said we were resonant and we were as one. I was him, and at the same time I was an observer. It started with tremendous noise like a clap of thunder. That was approximately 9 hours ago. A bomb had gone off of the ship we were on. That was when my resonance with him began. My resonance even melted into him and we became one. Inside of Junpei, somehow I found myself in Junpei's mind. 9 years in the future, but I didn't lose myself. I was living in two realities at once. One was the present, and the other was the future. Perhaps you can think of it as two movies showing on the same screen at the same time. Eventually, it becomes difficult to separate them and determine which movie is which. However, if I concentrated, I was able to focus on one or the other. That was why I was able to grasp what was happening in front of me.
Come on, over here!
I followed him. Around me were 7 other children. They all looked like they were about my age.
Hurry up!
We ran down a long straight hallway and burst into the large hospital room. Everyone was arguing. Two of the boys got in a fist fight. The girl watching them began to cry. "I wanna go home," she cried. "I wanna go home." Another girl slapped the crying girl and glared down at her. It has been 2 hours since another game began. We were starting to fall apart. But just when all hope seemed lost, Light started talking. What Light? He was blind. Oh, he was blind. 9 years later, we would call him Snake.
Hello? Everyone? Could you come over here for a moment?
He was older than most of us, and his voice had authority and dignity. The fights died down, and we gathered around
I have
him.
a little sister. Right now, she is over in Building Q and is desperately trying to send information over to me. Her name is Clover, and today is her 9th birthday.
As he spoke, he pulled something from his pocket. In his hand were 9 four-leaf
I was
clovers.
going to give these to her as a birthday present. I was outside picking them when I was abducted. I'm sure I've already told you, but I am blind. For a man who can't see, collecting 9 of a very specific, but my sister means a great deal to me. And I hope that these would show her how much I cared. Since it's her 9th birthday, I thought 9 four-leaf clovers would be appropriate. Every one of you has a brother or a sister in Building Q with Clover. For their sake, we have to survive. We have to get off this If we're going to do that, there are 3 things you have to remember. We need trust and love, and we have to have faith in one another. If we can take all 3 of those to heart, then I promise that good luck will come our way. Did you know that the leaves on the 4-leaf clover mean those words are leaf words? So if you believe what I've told you, and you understand, then I want you each to have one of these. They're a promise between friends.
He gave a clover to each of us. I took one too. Eventually, he was left with only a single four-leaf clover. He had one last thing to say.
Don't ever forget, so long as you have that, we will always be connected. Do you understand?
When he finished, the tension of only a few minutes before was gone. We were calm. After that, we ran around the ship for a while longer and opened several of the numbered doors until we finally found a door with the number 9 on it. In fact, there were 2 doors with 9 on them, and we found them in the chapel. We split the 2 groups and walked through the doors. Before long, we all found ourselves in a room with a ceiling that looked like an upside-down funnel. For some reason, this room had another number 9, but this time it was the only one. But if there was only one door, that meant only 5 people could escape.
What are we gonna do? There aren't any other doors.
We began to panic. Then, as if things had not gotten bad enough already. No, man, I'm gonna...
Warning. Warning. Emergency incineration command has been acknowledged. Automatic incineration will take place in 18 minutes. Please evacuate the incinerator immediately. Repeat. Emergency incineration command.
What? What's happening? What did that thing say? That didn't sound good.
My brother always swallowed hard and
I
answered.
think it means this room is gonna burn.
Burn!
The plaque on the door says incinerator. And that voice said that the incineration is about to start. And incinerate means...
No! Help me!
abject terror filled the room as everyone began to scream and cry. Every pair of eyes were filled with despair. Then, high up on the wall, the door opened and a man appeared. He was a huge, frightening mountain of a man as large as a bear. 9 years later, we would call him
Don't worry,
Seven.
kids. I'm not your enemy. I'm one of the good guys. I'm a detective. I'm here to rescue you.
The rest happened just like Seven had said it did. The 4 of us who had stayed behind were saved by Seven. We crawled through the fan, away from the incinerator, and slid down to the hall. We came out on the other side of door 9. On the wall opposite the door was a set of double doors. We went through those and began to run up the spiral stairs. Behind me were Nona, my brother Aoi, Snake, and Seven. The other children, the ones who'd gone through door 9 before us, were up ahead. I could hear them cheering each other on. We ran and ran and ran. We leaped across as many stairs as we could and kept running. The stairs spiraled upward like a tornado. Eventually, I put ahead of the rest. Perhaps Nona had slowed them down. I didn't want to lose them, so I slowed down as well. I didn't stop, but I glanced over my shoulder from time to time to see if they had caught up. That was when I realized...
Where is it? Did I drop Jumpy's present?
No, man. Dia balik ke gara itu. I knew I had it with me when we passed through the fan. Then, had I dropped it as we slid out? I had to go back. I had to. But I knew I couldn't tell the others. They would stop me. I was sure of that. I didn't stop to think. I simply moved. I ran to the central hall, the room that connected to all the other areas of the ship. I hid in the shadows, and moments later I felt a rush of wind as they ran past me, up the staircase. I waited until they were out of sight, and then I ran. I moved as quietly as I could, down and down and down. Finally, I reached the bottom deck. I ran to the hallway and looked around frantically.
There it is!
It was just where I thought it would be, sitting under the opening of the fan. I ran over and snatched it from the floor, but as I ran back towards the stairs and freedom, the door to the incinerator opened and a man stepped out. It was Hongo, Kentaro Hongo. 9 years later, we would call him Ace.
How wonderful to see you decided to come back.
His smile made my blood run cold. It looked mechanical, as if someone had simply pulled up the corners of his
Come with
mouth.
me. We must continue the experiment.
I shook my head, eyes wide. Slowly, I began to walk backwards. 1 step, 2 steps, 3 steps. Then I spun around and broke into a run. I felt Hongo's hand close over my left wrist.
I said, come.
There was an edge of insanity to his voice now. I pulled as hard as I could.
No! Stop! Let go of me!
I shook my body and flapped my arms trying desperately to get Hongo to let go of me. But I was still only a child. I was no match for a man like
Stop
Hongo.
struggling, goddammit! Do as I tell you!
He heaved on my arm, trying to pull me to the incinerator. I screamed.
Help me! Somebody help!
Then suddenly,
Akane!
the door to the stairs flew open, and my brother Aoi burst out of it. Behind him came Seven and Snake. He called my name again as he leaped forward toward Hongo.
You came back!
Ha! You're too late, idiot!
Hongo threw his full weight against my arm, pulling us both into the incinerator. The force of it threw me to the floor. I scrambled to my feet and looked toward the open number 9 door. Hongo stood between it and me, but behind him I could see my brother. His fists clenched, but his fists never reached Hongo. With a cold, heartless screech of metal on metal, the door slammed shut. Hongo glanced at me mechanically, his face registering that there was an object there, but not anything he would consider a human being. Then he turned away and walked to the red that sat next to the door. He reached into his pocket and removed two bracelets. He waved them both over the scanner panel. Two asteroids appeared on the red. He checked the screen, then tossed the bracelet carelessly into the floor. What was he doing? What was the point? He made no effort to explain himself, of course. He said nothing at all, and walked past me as though I were nothing more than a rock by the rock's side. A few moments later, the two other doors slid shut as well. Finally, I could hear someone pounding on the door behind me. I turned around and ran toward the door with the 9.
Akane! Akane! Are you okay?
I could hear a voice from the other side of the door, a worried, frightened voice. My throat was already raw, but I screamed as loud as I could. My voice echoed lonely around the empty room.
What should I do? I think I'm trapped in here.
Where's Hongo?
He went out the other door.
What?
Then it shouted again.
Warning. Warning. Emergency Incineration Command has been acknowledged. Incineration will begin 18 minutes. Please evacuate the incinerator immediately.
I knew it.
It's starting.
Santa started the incinerator.
Fuck! Man, I never thought I'd hear that damn voice again after 9 years.
What the hell? What the hell? What in God's name are you talking about? It's 9 years this and 9 years that, and when it's not 9 years something, then you're talking about some sort of fucking experiments. You aren't making any
I'm sorry, Lotus, but we really don't have time to explain it right now. I promise. I'll tell you everything once we get out of here.
But
Incineration will begin in 17 minutes.
You know what that means, right? Incinerate means burn.
Of
what kind of
course.
idiot do you think I am? I know what incinerate means.
Well,
God damn it! Okay, fine. I won't ask anything else. Talk about whatever you want. But you have to do something for me. 7, figure this out.
What? Why me?
Just shut up and stop this thing.
How the hell?
There has to be some sort of emergency shut-off button.
There isn't anything like that.
How the hell do you know?
Because I looked for it 9 years ago.
Oh no, it's a puzzle again, isn't it?
What the hell is that?
what is that?
The floor opened and a machine rose up out of it. It looked like a computer. At least, it kind of did. There was a monitor, a keyboard, and a cross-shaped device of some kind. Something about the machine scared me, but I forced myself to walk up for it. I was terrified. Tears poured down my face. I wiped them off even as more took their place and forced myself forward. Finally, I reached it. I looked at the screen. It was blank. All I saw was my own frightened face staring back at me from the glass, drenched in tears. All I can see on the screen is a reflection of my own face. I'm looking kind of freaked out. I know I'm sweating like crazy, but saying it kind of dragged it home. Okay, Junpei, just calm down, alright? Everything's gonna be okay. Yeah, man, I was that thing would just shut up.
Incineration will begin in 15 minutes.
If it's only showing up now, then it's gotta be important. But what the hell am I supposed to do with it?
Hey, move!
Hey, we're all tense, lady. That doesn't mean you get to show people
Okay, it's turned
around.
on. There's nothing on the screen though.
Okay, let's be safe first.
Oh, this is bad. This is really bad. If there's nothing on here, how are we supposed to do anything with it?
What's on the
What is
screen, though?
this?
What's up?
It looks like some sort of puzzle.
It's got a bunch of numbers and letters. 1
Do
to
you
8.
think that if we solve this puzzle,
The incinerator will stop? Yeah.
Incineration will begin in 13 minutes.
My connection to Jumpy had been gone for a while. His mind was gone. I couldn't get any more information from him. I felt the seconds tick by. As I stared at the screen, completely lost, my cheeks felt hot as tears poured over them. Then I heard a voice.
Hey, what are you doing?
It was muffled. I turned around. Pressed against the window in the entry door was a face, frightening evil face. Songo. How long had he been watching me?
Don't know what to do?
He was
It's
yelling.
simple, really. But I suppose I might as well tell you. Just solve the puzzle on that machine.
His laughter was muffled by the door, but it still tore at my heart like the claws of a vicious monster. I bit my lip and glared at Hongo, struggling to hold back hot tears.
terrible person! I hate you!
Oh my! How could you call a gentleman such as myself a terrible person? That's not very nice. I'm quite fair. I don't use tricks or play dirty. You see? I've even left you a way out.
Oh, wait,
Didn't you hear me? All you have to do is solve that puzzle. Do that, and you can stop the incinerator.
what's the point of stopping it? You'll only capture me and make me do this all again. I'm not going to listen to you. If you're just going to throw me back in here, I might as well just die now.
My goodness, haven't you listened to anything I've said? I told you, I'm a fair man.
Bearman, what does that mean?
If you solve the puzzle, the verification function of the red will in turn activate. If this experiment is to deliver valid results, there must be a chance of success. If you succeed, you will escape.
The verification function of the red?
Before I left the room, he had scanned the bracelet into the red.
Ah, so you do remember. Right now there are 2 numbers in the red. The first is 1, and the second is 3. Say, Akane, what's your number?
I looked down at my left hand. The face on my bracelet showed a 5. I ran to the door with 9 on it. Grabbed the red and put my hand against the scanner panel.
You really aren't one for listening, are you? I've already told you, didn't I? Once you solve the puzzle, the verification function of the red will activate. In other words, if you haven't solved the puzzle, you can't enter your number.
Why are you doing this?
You could never understand. Now start the experiment. Solve the puzzle.
I can't!
Yeesh.
I don't know how!
Of course you don't. Isn't that the point? You understand, don't you? Access the morphogenetic field and find the solution.
I can't!
Then you'll die. You'll burn alive. I imagine it'll be very painful.
Horrible laugh echoed across the room, and even after his face disappeared from the window, I could hear it.
Incineration will begin in 10 minutes.
I was crying. Great clothing stops broken away high caps that shook my body. I was terrified. I could feel my fear pressing down on me in a tremendous way. Somehow, I forced my shaking legs to carry me back to the place.
I can't. I just can't. There's no way.
What was I going to do? I didn't know. I didn't know. I didn't even know where to start. I was scared of my thoughts, and all I could think of was how I was going to die. My palms were sweating, and my blood was boiling in my veins. It was hot, so hot, I couldn't breathe. I felt dizzy. My heart roared in my chest as if it would pound itself into pieces. I reached into my pocket. I wrapped my hand around the thing I come back to get, the doll Jumpy had given me. At least I had that. I held it tight with both hands and prayed.
Help me! Jumpy! Help me! Help me! Help me! Jumpy! 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 Please help me! Jumpy!
Jumpy!
Akane?
Akane!
Who the hell is Akane?
Shut up! Just shut the hell up!
Step and Lotus don't understand. Of course they don't understand, man. I think Clover and Snake have an idea though. Clover's looking at me, and I think Snake may have figured it out. No, it doesn't matter, they're in my way. Where'd she go? Maybe over here?
Akane! Akane! Can you hear me? Akane! Answer me! Akane!
Jumpy?
I spun around. I heard a voice, his voice. I looked around. He wasn't in the room, of course, but I heard it so clearly, like he was right there.
Jumpy!
Scream as loud as I could.
Akane!
Jumpy!
That's her, she's there. And that means...
Akane! Akane!
Yes, I am! How did you know?
I couldn't believe that he knew that. Now I understand what Santa
Right.
meant.
There's only one way to help her. You were brought here to help my sister.
I get it now.
Incineration will begin in 7 minutes.
Jumpy, we don't have time!
As quickly as I could, I told him that I had to solve the puzzle in order to stop the incinerator.
Got it!
And I do. I get everything now. At last, I finally understand what all of this means. I know why the Nori game was held today. I know why we were kidnapped and brought here. It was all for this moment. All of this was planned out to lead to this one moment. Oh my god. This is insane. I can't believe it, but there's only one possible answer. Yun is, Zero is Akane Kurashiki. She regretted the history of the future that she had a glimpse of 10 years ago. She tried to save herself that way 10 years ago. No, she's trying to save herself right now. That means that there's only one thing for me to do. Even if this is all some sort of insane plan, I will save her. I will save Akane Kurashiki. I will save her no matter what.
Incineration will begin in 6 minutes.
The voice reminded me of how much time I had left.
Yeah, I know! Just hang on, alright? I promise I'll get you out of there. I'm not gonna let you die. I promise. So don't worry, alright? Just give me a few minutes.
Okay.
My voice shook as I answered. It was hot in the bed in the room. Felt like my heart was on fire. 6 minutes or not, my heart burned with my feelings for him. Oh my. Snake talking to them about something? Whatever, it doesn't matter. Get out of my way.
Hey, what are you?
Just trust me, okay?
Sorry, Lotus, I didn't mean to snap, but there's a lot more at stake here than your pride and police offer, alright? Now, let's take a look at this thing. We've got numbers off the street. Blah 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 blah.
Just think of what I did all those times before. I'm gonna do this on my own, with my own mind. I'm gonna solve this problem.
Think a way out. Alright, this should be the last one, right? Okay, let's check again. What it mean? Okay. Okay, so what I know. This no way, man. Is there an S? It's just a tree, man. You don't say it's a password. You don't say. As soon as there's A, S, and the last one is D. I didn't think it will be that easy. What? What is this? Is there a hint? No? Oh! The... It's 9. Why? Because
Yes, that's it.
the
Akane,
blinking box has number 9 on it.
I did.
All of it.
I solved it. I mean, really, you solved it for me, but I copied everything you did. Now I just have to press enter.
Then what the hell are you waiting for? Push it!
Okay, I will.
I hit the enter key. Come on, Akane, let's go.
Emergency shutdown command has been confirmed. Incineration system has been disabled.
Jumpy! It worked! It worked! The incinerator shut down! It worked!
Tears rolled down my face as I cried out to him, but they were a very different sort of tears. A wonderful feeling of accomplishment and relief flooded my body. At the same time, what strength I had left disappeared and I collapsed to the floor. For a while, I just lay there, laughing and crying, and enjoying being alive. Every time I thought about him, I thought my heart would burst. Oh, that's why when she saw him,
Whew.
ew.
Akane, sorry, but things are kind of busy over here. I'm gonna have to hang up now, okay?
Oh, of course, that's fine.
I wiped the tears from my eyes and nodded vigorously, even though I knew he couldn't see me. Then I looked over at the corner of the floor. There were the two bracelets Hongo had left behind.
Now.
Junpei, are you...
Okay?
Ah, shut it.
Incineration will begin in 90 seconds.
It doesn't sound like it's stopping.
What the shit?
What?
Incineration will begin in 60 seconds.
But the numbers showed up after the puzzle.
It is hidden, but an exit can be found.
Look, 9 and what is?
Seek a way out. Seek a door that...
Incineration will begin in 30 seconds.
Run, guys! Get to the door! Quick! Verify your number. Verify? Who?
What combination?
All of us! We.
Why?
You really think this is a good time to ask questions? Just do it!
Incineration will begin in 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Central gate has been opened. Incineration system has been disabled.
Hurry! We've only got 9 seconds before the door closes.
Ooh.
Shit. Huh. Looks like we made it, huh?
Yeah, we made it.
Akane?
Standing in front of him was my brother.
Akane!
Oi! I tried his name, even though my voice was almost gone from screaming and leaping to his arm. Oh,
Akane!
I buried my face in his chest and cried again. Cried and cried and cried. Steadied some of his heart in my ear, made me feel like I was home. His breath was almost like a lullaby. I wrapped my arms around him as far as they would go and held him as tight as I could. Just to be there felt like a miracle. I hadn't felt like the warmth of another human body in what had seemed like an eternity. I just wanted to stay there in his arms forever, but I couldn't. The moment I passed through the door, my breath had begun to count down to death. I leaped away from him and looked around. The door had already closed. I spotted the red only a short distance away. It took me only a moment to get to and scan all the bracelets. I left the ones Hongo had dropped on the scanner panel. That was it. I took a deep breath and looked around again. The huge detective who we'd called 7 and 9 years and Snake, the blind boy, were looking at me. They seemed to have been utterly stunned by my sudden appearances. Their eyes were wide and their mouths hung open.
Alright, let's get out of here. If we don't book it, we might run into Hongo again.
Holly was right. It was time to get moving. The mention of Hongo seemed to jerk 7 and Snake out of their surprise, and they nodded. We took off running up the spiraling stairs to freedom.
Hey, Junpei, can I ask you something?
What's up?
That door, the one with the 9 on it. Why'd it open?
Yeah, all 5 of us verified our numbers on the red.
Well, probably it's not
2
9.
plus 4 plus 5 plus 7 plus
But
8 is
it's
26.
A,
That makes our digital root 8.
B, C, D, E, F, G, no? No,
It
it's
shouldn't
not
have
G.
opened.
That's not like you, Lotus. I thought you would have figured it out already.
Huh? Why?
Because you were the person who taught me about the idea of bases.
Bases?
Yeah. What are the 2 numbers in base 2?
0 and 1.
How about base 10?
That goes from 0 to 9, right?
And how about base 16?
0 through F. After 9, it starts at A and goes from there.
You're right. In other words, A in base 16 is 10 in base 10. B is 11, C is 12.
So, what about it?
You don't get it? What if we keep going with that pattern? What if you go way past base 16 all the way to base 27?
Base 20.
Yeah.
Well, the numerical digits are the same, so I guess you'd add alphabetical digits. E is 14, F is 15, G is 16,
H is 17, I is 18.
K is 20, L is.
N is 23. O is 24.
Yeah, and? What?
Oh,
Q.
26!
Oh, it's Q.
What does that mean?
Not G, it's Q.
Wasn't a 9 on the door.
It was a Q! A fucking lowercase Q!
Yep, that's pretty much it. I guess to put it another way, you could say that it was a 9 in base 10, but a Q in base 27.
Finally. Okay, finally. I have 15 save files.
All right, I'm gonna open it.
Yeah,
Yes, we're finally here.
please do.
I found the hand on my shoulder. It was always gave it a small reassuring squeeze. I was so happy I felt like I could melt. My heart was at peace. And not only because my brother and I were back together again, thanks to the huge detective, all 9 of us who had been kidnapped. We were finally able to escape from the gigantic. On the distant horizon, you could see the faint outline of the ship as it sank. It gave a thunderous roar as it finally slipped beneath the wave. His last cry echoed out across the ocean, and it was gone. I whispered.
Yeah.
It was over. It was finally over. Or was it? Was it really? No, it was wrong. It wasn't it at all. I was sure of it. This wasn't the end. It was only the beginning. This was only a prologue. What would happen in 9 years? Oh man. So much timeline. Time. God. Damn, that sun is bright. I can barely say anything. I gotta admit, this doesn't look quite like. Wait a minute.
No way.
No way. You have gotta be shitting
What?
me.
It can't be.
This is.
Yo, it's a desert, man. They're in the middle of a desert.
This is the building in the Nevada desert.
The mock experiment building.
Oh my god. This whole time we were in Building Q.
Sure enough, it's a desert out there with mountains all around it. Hello there, son. Okay. Wait, where's Akane?
Akane.
Jumpy.
Guess I must be pretty crazy about the girl if I think I'm hearing her voice in the wind. Yeah, finally the end, man. Come on. Pull out the credits for me. Let's go. Okay, guys. So, this is it. We finally reached the end of Nunnery Games 9 hours, 9%, 9 doors. Wait. Yeah, it's the first episode from Nunnery Games trilogy. It's quite good, to be honest. And I like how they have voice in every line. Like, it's almost fully voice acted. puzzle is good, the story is good, the voice also good. Everything's great, man. Oh,
Are
there's
you
after credit.
okay?
Oh, come on. This is nothing.
Really?
Yeah.
You don't look okay.
How does it look then?
Well, let's see. It looks like you kissed a toad and got warts, but then they just kept growing and growing and growing.
What does that even mean? Oh, ow, 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 ow.
See? I told you you're not okay. You're too reckless. You can't beat 5 8th graders, Jumpy. That's crazy.
Yeah, but I couldn't just stand there. I mean, don't you think so? I had to do something.
This is so fun! This is so awesome! Driving is so great when there's nothing around, and there's no speed limit.
Wait.
Hey, Clover, watch those bumps, all right? This car jumps even a little, and I think I'm gonna get crushed to death.
Hey, shut it. I can't help if I'm big, all right? Suck it up.
Why don't you drive, Seven?
I'm a cop. I ain't gonna break the law.
He doesn't have an international license.
Yeah, but you could have sat in the passenger seat.
Oh, hell no. There's no way I'm giving this seat up. And Clover, there's no need to slow down. The car Santa and June are in should be somewhere down this road ahead of us.
Yeah, I saw some fresh tire tracks going out. There's no doubt about it.
Then we've got to hurry if we want to catch them, don't we?
Sure thing.
What they were doing, jumping up with
Hey,
fury.
what the hell are you doing?
And he jumped on the pick up a scoop up a kitten and toss it to me. I got it and ran for the possession as fast as I could.
Help me! Officer, please! You have to come with me!
The policeman and I headed back to the hill. All we found was Jumpy spot on the ground with a face covered in big swelling lumps.
You couldn't run away after you threw the kitty to me?
He stuck his tongue out through the hole in his mouth where it
Yeah, I
found out.
guess I coulda.
Then why didn't you?
I didn't want to. I wanted to beat him up. Beat him up real good.
Because of what they were doing to the kitty.
Yeah, that too, but I think they were the ones behind those murders our first semester. Remember?
Oh, you mean the bunnies.
Yeah, the bunnies. They asked me what elementary school I was from, so I told them. And then they said they'd do the same thing to you that they did to the rabbits. I couldn't forgive them for that. Hey, there's still some stuff I don't get. Like Ace. Well, I guess I should say Guitaro Hongo. Anybody? Any idea?
He's still in the trunk, I assume?
Hey, were you listening to us? Come on, I know you were. Answer me.
I only wanted to see the faces. I thought if I could gain the ability to access the morphic field set by peering into people's minds, you could understand how they were processing the expressions of others.
That's it?
Yes, if you want to put it simply. But if you are looking for a more philosophical answer. You see, the human collective consciousness...
Okay, that's enough of you, Phil. Time for the tape to go back on.
All right. So what's your second?
You said there were some things you didn't get, didn't you?
Well, my next question doesn't really have anything to do with you two. This is for you, Seven. So what's the deal with that?
Well, see, 9 years ago, after I escaped from the Gigantic, I kept going after Hongo on my own. And during the course of my investigation, I learned a lot more about the Gigantic. I also found out about Bourdain and Alice.
You're not really answering my question. Was there actually a girl who wouldn't melt at room temperature? What?
Alice doesn't exist. 9 years ago, I found Alice's coffin behind the library on the bottom deck. There was nothing in it but the root of a peculiar plant. My research determined that it was a member of the genus Madrigorum and was able to extract a particular alkaloid from it. I used that extract to create soap. Its creation was a tremendous boon to my firm, and we grew rapidly.
Here, this is for you.
What's this?
This is, for you, doll. His name is Junpei.
Jumpy, are you sure it's, for you, doll?
It's
Huh? Yeah, the lady at the shop said so, so that means it's for you, right?
the team is a food at all.
Are you sure it's not a voodoo doll?
Wait, what? That's... Oh, man. Oh, man.
Well, it sure looks like a voodoo doll. I mean, you do know what a voodoo doll is used for, right?
Yeah, I guess calling it Junpei isn't a very good idea, then.
Why are you giving me this anyway? It just seems really sudden.
Well, you know how after June, we aren't gonna get to see each other too much? I mean, we're gonna be in different schools, and... I just thought I'd, you know,
Oh, okay, well, how about we call it June then?
Okay.
Oh,
So, I wanted to give you this.
You sound like some sort of tribal chief in a bad movie.
Yes. I, head of tribe. This doll, traditional charm of tribe. So I give this. It me. So we always...
Oh, Jumpy.
If something bad, then hold and pray.
oh
I
God.
go wherever you are. So here, take.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Jumpy.
Barnett was crying.
Oh, Jumpy. I'll never forget you.
Oh,
I promise.
I'll never forget you either.
yo, I love this VGM, man.
over there. There's
Huh?
What? Hmm?
Yo. Yo, who is this man? Why is she in the middle of the desert? Look. Morning gaze whenever the sun pounded down on her head, the desert around her rippled with heat. Standing there on the shimmering plain was a woman, her arm out and her thumb up. It would not be long before you realized who she was. No, it's not Alice, right? That's no way it's Alice. And okay, that's the end. Yes, please, let's save on the... Let's just save on the last slot. Save complete. Alright, we get everything. Everything. Oh, unlock. Okay, now we have finally get every ending in this game. And we finally reached the true ending, apparently. This is the end of the series. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, leave a comment, and subscribe if you like this video and want to see more video like this in my channel Gurendothings. Okay, see you and bye bye.